Welcome to InTuneDeep Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. I am back after a long hiatus, but I am happy to be back here to do a no contact reading for those who haven't heard from someone who they're connecting with for a very long time. I'm using Island Time Wellness. Let's see what comes out. Bottom of the deck, we have seduction, somebody who I believe you're deeply attracted to. It says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Maybe that has happened to some of you. Maybe there was someone who interfered, and that's the reason why you're in no contact today. Not speaking, not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or person. Maybe some of you, or maybe this is your person. It could be interchangeable, that you haven't spoken to your person today. Someone's still angry. Someone may have boundaries and don't want to, have a conversation at this moment in time. We have camera, which says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and make memories. We also have love. So there's definitely love here. Definitely love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. And then we also have soulmates. This here might be someone who you feel like is your soulmate. It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. This connection here feels like the two of you were having a really good time at one point. You felt like this is your person and something broke this. I want to feel like it's, maybe a hard conversation, or the two of you have come to a crossroads in which you're not seeing eye to eye. And, something like a conversation or maybe a confrontation of some sort, maybe some questioning came about and someone had the boundaries to just pull away. And now the only thing that the two of you have is just to look at old pictures and old memories and old text messages. And this is kind of just the feeling that I'm picking up on as of right now. Let's go to the tarot and see what's going on. Maybe connecting with someone who's an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could be someone who's a little older, or maybe you're older. The things that I say doesn't have to be, it could just be something that's something you experience, or maybe someone who has air in their charts or has air-like qualities about themselves, maybe deep thinkers. That could be you, could be them. Any of the energies can be interchangeable. Cards are just popping out. One more card. We have the King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. I believe the two of you really, really want communication right now. It's like the two of you may be playing cat and mouse. Maybe it's like, I'm not going to call this person. I already tried my side. Or, maybe the other person is waiting for you to reach out. It could just be a standoff when it comes to ego. As passionate as wands can be, they can also be passionate the other way, or passionate in a stagnant way. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. At one point in time, I think the two of you had a really stable connection. Maybe you view them as very stable. Maybe they view you as very stable. And then, some big offer at one point really came in for the two of you. You could have felt like maybe this was something that the divine put together. Or maybe you felt like this connection is very divine. One or both of you are really acting cold, more logical than loving, or maybe showing more logic than emotions right now. And it's really causing coldness, feeling like you have to play chess with the situation and not just show up as, I just want to lead with my emotions and just tell someone how I feel. But it's like someone has stonewalled the person, or, you or the other stonewall the other one out to really feeling like I can actually feel comfortable expressing myself. The Ten of Pentacles feel like, maybe this has been a very long time coming. Maybe this person was in your life for a very long time, or just maybe you just felt so familiar to the two of you. Maybe you just feel like, oh, this is someone who I've been in, maybe in a relationship in a past life, if you believe in that kind of thing. Maybe this person feels so familiar. It feels like we've been together for 10 plus years, but we've only been together for a year. I feel like I know them so much. Our souls just connect. But this is really have left both of you in this despair. Only thing you can think about is the connection. And, you know, it's really hurtful that there is disconnect, that there's distance. And the two of you are now waiting in the space of waiting for communication to come in. Let's pull some clarifiers to see why someone, maybe one or both of you, are coming off as cold and protecting yourselves as of right now. Clarifier for the King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here? No cards are coming out. Very stubborn energy on both parts, I feel like. This is, someone's very stubborn, or that maybe the connection is. The Page of Swords, I feel like maybe, you know, you're spying on this person or asking around for people to give you clarity on them. I'm not going to reach out, but I will keep tabs, maybe via social media, maybe via asking around or just trying to learn some things in a secret way. Distance, but still thinking about you. Distance, but still learning about you and keeping tabs. Maybe perhaps trying to see if there's other people involved that have caused this. Maybe you're trying to see if there's a third-party interference, like maybe someone else. Maybe they're dating someone else that maybe you felt that way or they felt that way. Ten of Pentacles. What do we have as a clarifier for this Ten of Pentacles? Heartbreak. How can we be together for so long, but out of nowhere you can just separate yourself from me? Why does this feel so just deep-rooted and hurtful? Someone's contemplating and knowing that they could come back. You know, that they can really just end this conflict and end this burden feeling by just reaching out. Offering, you know, something tangible. Maybe saying, hey, let's go out to breakfast and talk over, you know, a meal or something like that. Oh. We have the Three of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like maybe someone's trying to indulge in drinking or swamping themselves with work just to try to keep themselves from being so emotional with the King of Cups, at the King of Cups, excuse me, at the bottom of the deck. Someone is trying to keep themselves distracted, maybe with drinking or over drinking and doing things that maybe they normally don't do, taking on extra hours. You know, I don't really see anything as betrayal right now. It could just be incompatibility or just a really bad, you know, lack of communication or lack of understanding, because that's something that could really happen between couples as well. Let's see what this Nine of Swords is about. I feel like one or both of you is having a really hard time sleeping at this moment in time. You may have a really hard time, especially during this full moon in Capricorn that we just passed. A lot of people are having a hard time around sleeping with this Capricorn full moon. It's bringing up a lot of things. Thinking about how the two of you could be together right now. The two of you are manifesting the other one back, but there's just very stubborn energy, just sitting there contemplating but not making any real action. This Eight of Wands energy, let's see. Wow. We have the Knight of Wands. That's coming out. Someone wanting to come in passionately and have a conversation. We have the Emperor and the Empress. It's like the two of you are matching each other's energy right now, wanting to come in, deeply attracted to one another. But for some reason, it's just like you're driving apart from one another by thinking too much. And it's almost like sacrificial. It's like the one or both of you doesn't want to be rejected. You fear rejection. And now you're both in like a space where you're just kind of just thinking about one another. I urge this to somehow, you know, come to a halt at some point. Someone has to be the bigger person. If it's not anything that's, you know, infidelity or anything that has been betrayal to the two of you, I really urge you to reach out, because there's so much love here and this heartbreak and this separation. But, you know, it's a stalemate because the two of you are in the same kind of energy, you know, just not wanting to deal with hurt or something someone has said, or possibly you know, it could be some infidelity. We do have seduction. Maybe you felt like someone was flirting with someone or could have crossed your boundaries where you're like, you know what, I don't really like that. It doesn't make me feel loved. by you connecting with other people, connecting with people of your past, connecting with people at your job, or, you know, whatever it could be. But whatever it is, you know, stand your ground and have the boundaries you need to have. But if it's not any of that, I really urge the two of you to kind of get out of your ego, get out of your, you know, just stubborn ways, I have to say. Not that I want to. I mean, we all can be a bit stubborn sometimes. But let's just get an archetype to close the reading and get some advice. What advice do you have? What holy advice do we have? Divine advice. Oh, we have two that came out. I'm going to take the top one. Bardo, which is, it looks like it's giving death card energy, which is change, some sort of transition. Let's see what it says. Number 50, if that makes any difference for any of you, if you're into numerology. 50, it says the liminal, the in-between, the transition. When the veil between this life and the next is thin, energy is stirred. This allows for remarkable healing and vision. There was definitely transition with this full moon. If you do follow, you know, moon cycles or anything like that, the Bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from the beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. It is said that the Bardo is a place between life and the next, the liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of the world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us, or see visions of lives not yet lived. I feel like that was kind of a call. Like if you do have a religion, or you kind of just believe in the creator, or whatever you do, maybe you just rely on your highest self, whoever you or whatever you believe in, I kind of urge you to say a prayer, and, you know, if this connection is for you, it will come to you in that way. In the Bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, and let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in a spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. So maybe not everything that you see is, you know, things are deeper than what they seem, I should say. The Bardo suspends us into spaciousness just for long enough for us to open to higher wisdom. Maybe something like this relationship that you're currently in, this connection, is teaching you something to ascend you higher, to awaken you higher, to have more empathy, or to understand that, you know, just these little, I don't want to say the word little, but just, you know, places where you can be upset about certain things, it can just open your awareness to higher wisdom and mature you in ways that you probably couldn't see in any other realm except for a connection or a relationship. Last line, it says, its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to cosmic network of which we are a single thread. When light, spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, and truth. When dark, torment, dislocation, hallucination, and transience. To go deeper, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, Laminate of the Dead by James Hillman and Sanu Shemendasini. I might have messed up the last names, but I just feel like, you know, if it's not any infidelity or betrayal, this is probably a connection that has a lot of love. You know, it's something that, you know, maybe the two of you are soulmates and you're sitting and thinking about one another, but right now it's just like, oh, you know, I don't want to deal with this right now. Really check in with yourself and do your pros and cons. If this is a connection worth giving another shot, do so. If you're just feeling like you might be in a stubborn place, maybe it's something that you want to kind of, you know, explore. You can't really envision yourself with this person out of your life, then that might be something that you want to have a conversation about and just kind of send out a message and say, hey, let's just talk, you know. That's my advice for today. If you're looking for a personal reading, please contact me. My information will be in the description box. Thank you so much for still sticking with me and being subscribed after a long hiatus. I appreciate all of your views and likes, and we'll see each other soon.